And joining me on the news to discuss this issue is convener, Integration Summit Group Nigeria, Chris Ekiyor. Many thanks to you, Chris Ekiyor, for joining us on this hour. Let's get your view on the controversy surrounding the management of the NDDC.
All right, thank you. First, we must understand that the NDDC is a creation of a parliamentary act. It's by act of parliament, and then the laid down principles for operating it is also by that same act of parliament. It meant that directors representing the states, comprising the NDDC states, are supposed to be there represented and representing the people from where budgets are generated and then applicable to the development of the region. I agree, and I've been one of those who have said there's a need to do forensic audit of not just NDDC, but the central bank, NNPC, DPR, parastatals of government, where a lot of money have gone in and the direct benefit is not seen in the citizenry. But to do a forensic audit of a place will not stop the place from functioning. What we are seeing as Niger Deltans is a clear, calculated attempt to muzzle out development from the region. The NDDC may have been corrupt, like every other parastatal, I can tell you that, but it must not stop the functioning of the board. So if the president is not comfortable with the current board, the act allows the president to appoint people in the board. He therefore needs to immediately appoint another board that can continue to work. What they are auditing is not the activity of the new board to be, it's the activities of board prior to this board. But to keep the NDDC in limbo is to say that nothing in terms of infrastructure development should happen. The current acting board cannot do anything. They can't pick contractors who the agency is owing. They can't truly, really go to field and do anything. They are verifying projects that they did not award. And so I do not know what they're really doing in terms of the forensic audit anymore. But I think it is slowing down development. And take note, if you remove everything that the Niger Delta, the NDDC have done in the Niger Delta, you perhaps will not find a federal government presence, apart from the things that the state government are doing. So to hold on to the audit for a period that's so indefinite is to say that no infrastructure should happen. I also think that the Minister of the Niger Delta, who has a supervisory role now, should focus more on the East-West Road, where his energy should be dispensed, not on auditing.
All right, Chris, if I may come in here, because we know that at some point the Senate leader, Ahmed Lawan, gave the order that this board should be recognized in terms of transactions or businesses with the Senate. And now the president has, disbanded the board. What does this mean for the relationship or working relationship between the National Assembly and the executive?
The president, within the powers of the act, is the one that is saddled with the responsibility to appoint people. The Senate is only to clear and approve. So if he had sent in the list and he has withdrawn the list, it's within his powers. But we at the Nigerians are saying that in as much as you have withdrawn that list, you then need to send another list and don't keep NDDC in coma. It has to work. Money is meant for it is deducted monthly, and those monies will be borrowed again by this government. This government is borrowing pension fund to do things we do not understand. Therefore, those monies must be put in infrastructure.